and they're going to try to force the Cats into some turnovers.
All Dent did on Tuesday night against Purdue, 23 points and 13 assists in that game against the Boilermakers, who dropped their second straight this afternoon. More on that a bit later on. Here it's the Cats and UCLA, and I'll be back with Coach Chris Collins next. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
Stay local. Get Chicago's news first with Lisa Dent. Weekdays at 2 on WGN.
Time now for our coaches show with head coach Chris Collins, presented by Pace Bus. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Here at Pauley Pavilion with the head coach of the Wildcats before this game against UCLA. You're a student of the game. You've coached in Breslin, you've coached in Mackey. I got to think this is somewhere on your bucket list.
Yeah, as someone who just loves basketball, coming into this building and walking around and seeing the history of guys like Kareem and Bill Walton and Reggie Miller and so on and so forth. There's so many, too many to name. It's one of those places that, gets the hair up on your arms, and, it's exciting. And like I told the guys, we should all feel very fortunate that we've all worked hard to be in a position on a Saturday afternoon to play a nationally televised game in Pauley Pavilion, and hopefully our guys' effort will match that.
And you're coming off a win, and of course you get the one win. Now you got to be a little greedy, right?
Yeah, like I told our guys, waking up the morning after a win, how did you feel versus waking up after a loss? And the answer was a resounding much better. And I said, well, when it comes time to get that loose ball or that rebound or be tough, like remember how good it feels when you win. So there's no substitute for actually going out and having the experience of being in a close game and having to make the plays to win a game late the way we did the other night. And I'm hoping that we can use that momentum and some of the confidence we gained as we head into today.
First time that as far as the records go, that 3 straight freshmen had started for you, and they all gave a good account of themselves. What does that do for those guys individually in terms of them coming back out here now knowing they've done it?
Yeah, hopefully it's a confidence builder. That's what you want. There's no better experience than getting thrown into the fire and having to figure it out. You can practice, you can watch film, but unless you do it in live action against these teams with crowd in place and the pressure of a game, it's the only way you can truly get better. And was really proud. We had Nick and 3 freshmen and a sophomore and Max Green. So we had 4 underclassmen in the starting lineup, and I was proud of the way they came out and they just competed. Did we make mistakes? Absolutely we did. But there was a fight, there was a spirit, there was a good vibe that really helped us win the game.
You're going against the UCLA team coming off its biggest win against Purdue. As you look at this team, you know about Bilodeau. Is Dent kind of the engine now for what UCLA is doing?
Yeah, I think anytime you play at this level, the head of the snake being the point guard is such a huge position. And, Dent is a highly experienced player, was a great player at New Mexico, had a big game the other night against Purdue. He runs the show for them. He can score, but he can also distribute, one of the best assisted turnover guys in the league. And, we can't allow him to live in our paint. He's very good in pick and roll actions. We got to do a good job kind of making it tough on him as we can. And then while also understanding whether it's Bilodeau, whether it's Eric Daly, Xavier Booker, there's other guys out there that can hurt you as well.
All right. Other keys for you?
Well, anytime you're on the road, obviously getting off to a good start, things with us, can we take care of the ball? I thought we did a good job of that the other night and make sure we get a good shot every possession. And can we rebound the basketball?
All right. Thanks, Coach. Be nice to go home 2-0.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. Hopefully looking forward to getting out there and competing.
That's Chris Collins. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
What a finish. A perfect game ender. Even more, 10 Mile House at tmhevanston.com is the sweet spot for pre, during, and post-game revelry.
Steps from Welsh Ryan, they got it going on 7 days a week.
And Sunday brunch, you just can't beat it.
10 Mile House is stacked with awesome comfort food, tasty craft cocktails, and seasonal wine and beer.
I'm going with the house smoked barbecue.
It's a crisp brick oven pizza for me.
10 Mile is the reigning neighborhood spot. Go to tmhevanston.com to make a reservation today. That's tmhevanston.com. Go Wildcats.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at the Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And Shark vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This is John Williams, weekdays 10 to 2. Now, back to Wildcat basketball.
Here at Pauley Pavilion, getting set for Northwestern and UCLA. 2 other games on this Saturday in the Big Ten, all of them complete now. And the Fighting Illini going to Mackey Arena and knock off 4th-ranked Purdue 88-82. Be a monster game for the freshman Keaton Wadler. The Illini winning at Purdue for the first time in some 6 years. 88-82 the final there. Earlier, 7th-ranked Nebraska improved to 20-0. The Cornhuskers trailing in halftime at Minnesota came back to beat the Golden Gophers 76-57. And was 10th-ranked Michigan State big over Maryland 91-48. Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in store, online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. This has been the Northwestern Basketball pregame show presented by Wintrust. Back with the starting lineups and the opening tip next. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
This is Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, proudly leading the way towards better health care. It's countdown to tip-off. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so heavenly sweet, and rockets restless but steam here and there, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say that star's rainbow, that night and way, and for the land of
The national anthem performed here at Pauley Pavilion. Before we give you the starting lineups, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat Basketball.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
The starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. For the visiting Wildcats and head coach Chris Collins, it'll be the same starting lineup today that he deployed the other night at USC, including 3 true freshmen. In the starting lineup, forward Tyler Kropp, 6'9", from Powell, Ohio, who scored a career-high 11 points and pulled down a career-best 9 rebounds in the win over the Trojans on Wednesday. Trey Singleton, a 6'8" freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana, the Wildcats' 4th leading scorer, their 3rd leading rebounder. Singleton averaging over 7 points and 4 rebounds a game. And the other freshman, guard Jake West, 6'3" from Philadelphia. He scored a career-high 11 in the win over USC. Rounding out the starting lineup, a second-time starter for the Wildcats, Max Green, 6'6" sophomore from LaGrange, Kentucky, a transfer from Holy Cross, who scored 9 points in the win on Wednesday, averaging 4.5 a game on the season, shooting 38% from beyond the three-point line. And at forward, Nick Martinelli, a 6'7" senior from Glenbrook South, the leading scorer in the nation coming into this game. Nick averaging 23.6 points a game, also almost 7 rebounds a ball game. He has scored at least 20 points in 10 consecutive games, tied for the 3rd longest such streak in the Big Ten since 96-97. Chris Collins, 203 wins at Northwestern, 33 away from the career coaching wins record at NU. He is 0-3 against the UCLA Bruins. For the Bruins and head coach Mick Cronin, a forward Eric Daly Jr., 6'8" junior from Palmetto, California, the leading rebounder for UCLA, and their 5th leading scorer, Daly, averaging over 10 points, 5.6 rebounds a game. At forward, their leading scorer, Tyler Bilodeau, a 6'9" senior from Kennewick, Washington, a former transfer from Oregon State, got the game-winning bucket against Purdue on Tuesday night. He's averaging over 18 points a game. At center, Xavier Booker, a 6'11" junior from Indianapolis, a transfer from Michigan State. Booker averaging 6.8 points, about 3 rebounds a game, shooting 56% from the floor. At guard, Trent Perry, a 6'4" sophomore from West Covina, California, averaging over 11 points a game, 4th in scoring on this team. And at guard, Donovan Dent, a 6'2" senior from Riverside, California, their 3rd leading scorer, their assist and steals leader. Dent averaging almost 13 points a game, close to 7 assists a game, which ranks him 3rd in the Big Ten, 11th in the nation. Mick Cronin in his 7th year in Westwood, 151 wins here, 86-39 in conference play, 2-0 against the Wildcats. He has 516 career coaching wins. Larry Scarrato, Michael Irving, Kevin Brill, our officiating crew for this game today. The Wildcats in their purple traveling uniforms. They wore the black Gothics on Wednesday night. They switched it up to the purple here today. Bruins in their home whites. Billy, you get a sense of history when you walk into this building.
You certainly do, Dave. And I can recall as a young kid watching a lot of games on the TV and watching some of the great players and names on the rafter. Gail Goodrich, Sidney Wicks, Lou Alcindor now, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, and then eventually Lucius Allen, and eventually playing with some of these guys and against them in the NBA. You come back in here, and even as a non-player now, you still get those goose pimples.
Reggie Miller, another guy up there. His jersey's up there, down to our left. All right, we're ready to go. The Bruins control the tip as Xavier Booker knocks it to the backcourt. It's retrieved there by Dent, and here we go. Perry to Bilodeau, his first touch. Back to Dent with Green on him. Gets a hard screen. Martinelli takes him on the switch. Now Dent works it around to the left side. Bilodeau to Perry. Jump pass. Bilodeau at the elbow with 8 to shoot. Guarded by Kropp. Drives on Kropp. Puts up a jumper on the baseline and scores. Short jumper. Good. And it's 2-0. UCLA as Bilodeau gets on the board.
Yeah, with a tough move there. Dribble drive move going to his left and a pull-up fadeaway jump shot.
Here's Kropp on the left side. Hands it off to West. Back to Kropp in the lane. Bouncing backdoor. Great cut. Singleton layup good. And we're tied at 2.
And just how the Cats practiced this and shoot around this morning, the backdoor play with Kropp catching the ball in the middle of the trapping defense.
Here's Dent right point. Now chased by West. Turns the corner underneath. Drops it off in the lane. Booker shot rolls off. Bilodeau gets it back. Out for a three-point shot. That's good from the left wing for Donovan Dent. And it's 5-2 UCLA.
Yeah, Cats are going to have to rebound. This is a big team, and they're very athletic, Dave.
But they are not one of the better rebounding teams in the Big Ten. And off to Singleton. Gets a screen from Kropp. Singleton pulls up, takes the jumper. It's short. And the rebound saved by Kropp, and it's taken all the way the other way by Daly. Driving it on Green. Missed the layup. Rebound Martinelli.
Max Green with good defense, just making Daly alter his shot.
Martinelli pulls up for 3. That's no good off the side of the rim. Singleton, the rebound, goes back up with it and draws the foul. Foul called on Trent Perry of UCLA.
And Chris Collins urging his team to get up and down the court and run a little bit against this trapping tough defense of UCLA. Not a great rebounding team, as you mentioned, but they've got the size.
Yes, they do.
They got some of the players that just have been inconsistent, much like the Cats, in being able to perform consistently.
Perry, the game's first foul. Singleton's first free throw attempt is good. Trey shooting 71% from the line. And the second one is no good. The rebound grabbed by Booker. So it's a 5-3 UCLA lead as the Bruins bring it down. Here's the drive on the left side of the lane and a skip pass to the near side. Perry into the paint. High-low feed underneath. Pulling it back out. Daly, step back jumper in and out. And the rebound grabbed by Green.
Good recovery defense by the Cats on that swing pass.
There's Martinelli. Drives on Bilodeau. Runner on the baseline. Good for Nick Martinelli, who gets his first field goal a lot sooner than he did the other night against USC. And we're tied at 5.
Yeah, the Cats coming out sharp here offensively and defensively to start this ball game.
That's a bit 2 of 4 so far. Here's Perry, underhand scoop to Daly. Back around to the left, hand off to Dent. Dent goes underneath, and the shot over the rim, no good by Booker, but a foul on Singleton.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the plays the Cats are going to have to be mindful of this entire afternoon, Dave, is the pick and roll plays inside. Dent with such great court vision. Any mistakes made, he finds a way to capitalize.
Cats got a lot of help from USC the other night at the free throw line. Booker, 78% shooter, makes the first one. Booker, 2 years at Michigan State, 60 games, averaged about 4 points, 2 rebounds for the Spartans. Second free throw up. That's no good. The rebound grabbed by Kropp. Bilodeau falls down. Caps have a power play here. Out to Green. Scoops it back to West. Right baseline drive. Layup good. And the Wildcats have their first lead at 7-6.
Taking advantage of the fast break, and Martinelli with a great screen to seal off Booker to prevent him from blocking the shot.
Donovan Dent against West out in front. Here's Dent driving right side of the lane. Hooks a pass outside. 3 ball is no good by Daly. And the rebound, Green. Cats with the ball to 1 point lead. Green drives left. Picks up his dribble. Feeds Martinelli at the free throw line. Shovels out to Singleton for 3. Good! Trey Singleton, 3-pointer. Just his 6th in 34 attempts. And the Wildcats have a 10-6 lead.
So good to see him off to a good start and knocking down his first outside shot.
Got 6 of the Cats, 10 points here. Now on the drive, Dent hits to the right wing. Here's Perry driving into the paint. Now to Bilodeau, 3 ball, good.
Yeah, UCLA shoots 37% from beyond the 3-point arc. Like to dribble, draw, and kick.
Bilodeau, 44%. At the game-winning 3 against Purdue the other night. It's 10-9 Northwestern. 16 minutes to go first half. There's Singleton. Checked by Daly on the right side. Gets it to Martinelli. With Bilodeau on him. He'll put up a long jumper. It's no good. And long rebound comes out to Dent. 1 point Northwestern lead. UCLA ball. Dent down the lane. Throws one up for Daly. He missed it. Missed the shot off the lob. And the rebound, Martinelli. That's out rebounding the Bruins so far. There's West out to Green beyond the 3-point line. Runs the baseline, shovels to West. Touch pass Singleton for 3. Off the front of the rim. Green gets it back to Martinelli for 3. That one's no good. Now the rebound, Booker.
Fast-paced action here, Dave. Has had a couple good looks at it.
Yeah, got some offensive rebounds there, some second chances. Here's Dent along the baseline, drops it off to Perry for a layup. UCLA has the 1 point lead, 11-10.
If you turn your head away from the ball and Dent is penetrating, he's going to find the open man. Great pass by Dent once again.
13 assists the other night. His career best is 14. He can dish it out. Transfer from New Mexico. Here's Green to Kropp, hands it back to Green between the rings with 12 to shoot. Green, left side of the lane, looks for West, fakes the 3, steps in, gets it to Martinelli down the lane, jumper, good. Late clock jumper, Nick Martinelli. Cats back in front, 12-11. Nick's got 4.
And Martinelli taking Bilodeau off the dribble, and that's something that the Cats talked about. They can exploit this entire afternoon.
I think both teams could use a timeout here. They get it inside. Booker turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Green. Max Green cleaning up on the glass so far. He's already got 4 rebounds with 14-10 to go here in the first half. That's 2 short of his season high. Here's West. Left wing Singleton feeds it on the baseline. Martinelli, there's the double team. Yeah, finds Green. Rattles circle, and now here's West driving in. Throws up a shot, no good, and then Kropp shot is blocked by Booker. And here's Dent the other way, behind the back dribble. Little contact they play on. Dent feeds it. Bilodeau, catch and shoot 3, good from the left side. And UCLA leads by 2, 14-12, second triple for Bilodeau. And boy, both these teams could use a stoppage here. We've played 6.5 minutes nonstop. There's West to Green. Cross-court feed for Singleton. Bilodeau on him. Out to the left, West. Lob over the top. Nice catch. Martinelli draws the double. Puts up the shot anyway. Missed it. The rebound, Booker. Outlet pass, Daly. Driving in on West. Bangs into West. No call, and the layup is good. West hit the deck.
Should have been an offensive foul there. Jake West with great position and transition.
First points for Daly at 16-12 UCLA. 7 minutes gone, and we still haven't had a stoppage. Way overdue for the under 16. Here is Martinelli, matched up on Perry. Hooks a pass over his shoulder, intended for Singleton, but deflected and taken by the Bruins. It ended up in the arms of Perry. There comes Dent, drives past West, and he overthrows Bilodeau, cutting in for the weak side. And we finally get a stoppage here with 12:39 to go until halftime. Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update and Pain. Start with Athletico. Visit athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. No new injuries to report for the Wildcats. From Minnesotan outdoor festivals to lodging with a cozy experience, start planning your next winter getaway. Create your own Minnesota travel adventure in the land of 10,000 frozen lakes by visiting exploreminnesota.com. UCLA leads Northwestern 16-12, 12:39 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
PowerPlate, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. PowerPlate's whole body vibration technology offers an incredible array of health benefits to people of all ages and fitness levels. Put simply, PowerPlate allows you to feel better, exercise smarter, and recover faster. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at PowerPlate.com. Live like the Cats with PowerPlate.
Man, winter is tough enough, but that stubborn white haze left behind by ice melters, that's a whole other battle. It sticks to your floors, dulls the finish, and makes even the cleanest home look messy. You need TraxBuster, the fast, effective solution that neutralizes and removes that unsightly white residue from winter salts. It doesn't just clean, it protects and extends the life of your floor while restoring the shine, gloss, and beauty you remember. Find TraxBuster at participating Ace Hardware stores. Ask for it by name, TRAX Buster from Nyco.
Wake up with Bob Sarride in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10. Your home for Wildcat basketball.
Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Dave Bennett, Billy McKinney from Los Angeles. UCLA leads Northwestern 16-12, 12:39 to go. First half, eighth meeting between the Wildcats and the Bruins. Their second in Big Ten play. The Bruins won last year in Evanston, 73-69. Of course, they played each other in the 2023 NCAA tournament, with UCLA winning a second-round game 68-63 in Sacramento. They met in the 2013 Las Vegas Invitational, won by the Bruins. That was Chris Collins' first season as coach. UCLA won that one. I think that was Zach Levine and company. Pretty good UCLA squad then. Yes. 95-79. This is their second meeting ever in Los Angeles. The first was December 21st, 1948. UCLA won that one 49-44. That was way before this place was ever built. Pauley Pavilion opened in 1965, renovated about 14 years ago, and a lot of success here, to say the least. But yeah. Wildcats have a Jaden Reed in for the Cats. Arrington Page, Angelo Cherubino in. Martinelli remaining in the game. Here is Reed to Jordan Clayton, who's also come in. So 4 fresh pairs of legs in for the Wildcats. Here is Reed with 10 to shoot at the top of the key. Out to Cherubino. Wants to go in to Page. Can't get it to him. Instead to Reed. Long three. And an air ball out of bounds. UCLA ball.
Yeah, Reed had plenty of time on the clock. 5 seconds. Got baited by the crowd there and shoots an air ball.
And in for the Bruins on the stoppage, Stephen Jamerson the second, 6'10 senior from here in Los Angeles. Jamar Brown, 6'5 senior from Chandler, Arizona. Dent remains in, handles the ball. Jumper from the corner, no good by Perry. Rebounded by the Cats. Here's Reed hustling down the floor. Stops top of the key, picks up his dribble, flips it to Martinelli a few feet away. Martinelli pivots, holds, looks, bounces for Page around the circle. Arrington Page, played by Jamerson. Page to the free throw line. Picks it out. Reed, right baseline drive of the basket. Tried to get it in the paint to Martinelli, and it's stolen. And here's Dent to the other end. His shot blocked. And Cherubino comes away with it. Knocks it to Martinelli, running down the right side. Out to Reed, spotting up on the right. Doesn't shoot. Goes to Cherubino in the corner. Return feed for Reed from Cherubino. Reed against Jamerson. Up top to Page for three. That's offline. And the rebound is taken by UCLA. Jamar Brown.
Cats with a couple of empty possessions there. And Chris Collins wants them to work their offense and get the shots through the offense, but great defense by Sherafino on the block and transition to save a layup.
Neither team scored in over 2 minutes. Here's Perry. Heaves it outside, running the baseline and throwing it up for grabs. Jamar Brown's pass deflected, and a foul called on Jordan Clayton as he tried to roll that ball in. It's going to be UCLA ball when we come out of this timeout. Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Debster for more information. Today's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. It's UCLA 16, Northwestern 12, 10:42 to go, first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
From coffee to commute, listen to the Bob Surratt Morning Show, 6 till 10 on your home for Wildcat basketball.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. New features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. The Wildcats got off to a decent start offensively, but they've missed their last 5 shots, 8 of their last 9. They've gone almost 4 minutes without scoring, but UCLA's gone over 2.5 minutes without scoring, and the Bruins lead is 4 points, 16-12 with 10:42 to go here in the first half. Rebounding pretty even. The Cats are out rebounding the Bruins 11-9 so far. The 2 turnovers by UCLA, the Wildcats, 1 by UCLA.
And yet neither team has scored in points off turnovers. So the Cats just have to take some better shots here. They came down and had a couple of empty trips, a couple of questionable possessions and shots. And Chris Collins with the timeout gets a chance to settle his troops down and get them back into the flow.
For the Bruins, Dant out there, Trent Perry, Jamerson, Jamar Brown, and Brandon Williams, redshirt sophomore from Queens, New York, and this baller sat out all of last season. Dent will inbound baseline right after the foul on Jordan Clayton of the Wildcats. And then inbounds it to Brown, right corner. Sherabino stays on him. Hard screen set by Jamerson. Around to the left, and a steal by Clayton. Off to Reed, down the middle. Reed kicks it out. Sherabino, left baseline drive. Reverse layup, no good. Martinelli, the rebound. His shot blocked. Call it goaltending. Count the basket for Nick Martinelli.
Jordan Clayton with the steal on the sideline across from the Cats bench. And Sherabino with a hard drive draws the defense in, allowing the Cats to grab the offensive rebound.
So Martinelli's got 6. And the Wildcats within 2, 16-14. The Bruins, Bilodeau back in. Dent brings it up against Reed. It's a foot race down the floor. Some contact as he drives to the basket. And is it Martinelli? Yeah. Nick Martinelli picks up the Wildcats' 3rd foul.
Dent at 6'2", solidly built and has the quickness and the strength just to bully past smaller players, and that's going to be a tough matchup for Jayden Reed.
Dent at the line. It was Reed, not Martinelli, by the way. And the free throw, no good by Dent, who is but a 62% free throw shooter on the season.
UCLA, for the most part, shoots the ball relatively well from the free throw line.
Second one, that one's no good. The rebound is grabbed by Jamerson. Cherubino tried to tie him up, but he roped it away. They get it underneath to Bilodeau, and Cherubino comes over his back trying to deny the pass, and he picks up the foul.
Cherubino actually was trying to deflect the pass, and it just got through his arms. He had both arms up. Fortuitous pass there for the Bruins, and Cherubino upended.
Fourth Northwestern foul. Daly back in for the Bruins. Perry catch and shoot three from the corner. No good. He got fouled by Reed.
And Jayden Reed, we've seen this the last several games, fouling the jump shooter.
Picks up two quick fouls here. Jake West is going to come in for the Wildcats, but first Perry will go to the free throw line. 93% from the line in Big Ten play. Perry's first one good.
When you think about the history of this program, built on fundamentals, John Wooden believed in you got to make free throws. And as they've had coaches in here throughout the years, those principles have remained.
Second free throw, that one's no good. West in, Reed out. As a team, the Bruins shoot 76% both overall and in conference play. They're seventh in the Big Ten in free throw percentage. One more here for Perry to try to extend a three-point lead. He does. It's 18-14. UCLA, 10:08 to go first half. West brings the ball down against Dent, gets a screen from Page, gets it back from Martinelli, hands to Cherubino. Now Martinelli between the rings quickly to Page at the top against Jamerson. Page going backdoor intended for Martinelli, and there is a UCLA foul call.
Kick ball, I believe.
Or kick ball, you're right.
Page with a bounce pass in through the defense that time.
Tried to thread the needle there, and Jamerson will deny the inbounds pass. Did you just thread the needle there?
Tried to.
Yeah. All right, the inbounds pass goes to West. Now Clayton right corner, puts it on the deck, up top to Martinelli, swings it left. There's West. Hooks it back to Cherubino for an open three. It's no good. And the rebound grabbed back by Martinelli, and then he has it knocked away from behind by Dent, who has a breakaway to the rim. Layup good.
Yeah, Cats fight hard to get the offensive rebound, and Martinelli just wasn't aware of Dent's presence behind him. Knocks it away, an easy scoring transition.
6-point UCLA lead, 20-14. Very similar to the score the other night. It was 20-13 USC. Now West of three, it's no good. And long rebound will trickle out of bounds to the Bruins.
Yeah, Cats right now just 6 of 19 from the field here. Shooting 32%.
They are out rebounding UCLA, which is giving them some hope. But there are a lot of rebounds to be had at the moment. Here's Dent on the drive, kicks it out. Bilodeau, high arcing three is good for Bilodeau. His third here in the first half. He's got 11. UCLA up 9, 23-14. Cross-court feed Cherubino, left point from Clayton. Cherubino scoops it to Page at the top against Bilodeau. Hand off to Clayton. He'll take a three. He got it. Boy, they needed that one. The Wildcats with their second three-point field goal. They're back within 6, 23-17.
Now the big key is trying to keep Dent out of the paint. He's so strong and so good when he's going to his right.
Now he's cut off in the lane by Singleton. Puts up a short jumper. It's no good. And Jamerson is tied up as he tries to go back up with it.
A wise play by Clayton. And Jamerson brings the ball down right into guard range. He just ties him up. Cats have possession.
For the Wildcats. Tyler Kropp back in. Max Green back in. Martinelli gets a breather. West, Singleton, and Cherubino out there. And West will bring it up. There's West across the midcourt line of that Bruins logo. Feed Singleton back to West. Jake West up top. Green will measure a three. Good. Max Green hits the Cats' second three-pointer in a matter of, three possessions, and it's 23-20. The Wildcats answering back here on a 6-0 run. Second straight triple. Inside Bilodeau, 12-foot jumper, floats it home. Pick and roll.
Cats worked on that 47 play today and thought it would be successful. But now, again, defending the pick and roll and trying to slow down Bilodeau and Dent. It's been a tough job for the Cats.
25-20 UCLA. Green almost had to get away from him on the dribble. Picks up his dribble, 15 to shoot. Gives to West, left wing. West now drives left baseline. Fires it to Green. Step back. Three, no, he won't shoot it. Gives to Sherabino. Driving, kicking. Here's West. Stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Turnover, Northwestern. The Wildcats with their fourth turnover, and we get a timeout with 7:21 to go here in the first half. Wildcats fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. Ozinka's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they are the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga donates $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. It's UCLA 25, Northwestern 27-21 to go first half. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Do you want to stash away some secret stuff? Park it right here in the Parker bedroom from Penny Mustard.
Their top-selling bedroom collection.
The classic Louis Philippe-inspired design blends with just about any decor. From Main Street, USA to Park Avenue.
But what really sets it apart is the secret storage.
The Parker collection features secret storage areas, including the 4-post bed. You know, for extra parking. The Parker bedroom, starting at $10,213 at Penny Mustard.
6 Chicagoland showrooms.
PennyMustard.com.
The only morning show with helicopter traffic reports. Bob Surratt, 6 to 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Find out what else is happening on this busy Saturday. Back in our studios, Mark Harmon.
Big win for Illinois, Dave, on the road to Purdue, 88-82. Keaton Wagler, 46 points, 9 3-pointers. Nebraska over Minnesota, 76-57. Michigan State routed Maryland, 91-48. Ton of local action. We'll give you at halftime.
Watching Wagler, 9 for 11 from beyond the arc in that game. I'd say he's got a pretty good shot at the all-freshman team, the Big Ten.
I'd say so.
The Wildcats wrapping up this 2-game road swing. They'll come home for the next 2 games. And this has kind of been the pattern here. 2 at home, 2 on the road, 2 at home, 2 on the road. They'll play 2 at home, 2 more on the road. And then they'll alternate home and road a little bit, but they'll be home Thursday night at Welsh Ride Arena to take on Penn State. And then a week from tonight, the Washington Huskies will be at Welsh Ride Arena. UCLA, meantime, playing a stretch of 4 out of 5 at home. They'll play at Oregon Wednesday night, then come home for games against Indiana and Rutgers and Washington, their next 3 games.
Yeah, and they've got 12 games remaining in this season, and 6 are at home and 6 are on the road.
They're unbeaten here. They've won 13 straight on this floor. Here's Eric Daly. They get it low on the left side to Dent. He pulls it back out. UCLA up by 5. Here's Dent driving right of the lane. Now stop and go dribble. His pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with UCLA. It was Deflected by the Cats. I think Singleton got a hand on it.
Yes, Martinelli and
It could have been
Jake
anybody.
West both there.
Yep.
Hands up as they know he was searching for someone in the paint.
6:58 showing on the clock. 6 on the shot clock here. Dent. They get it to Jamerson. Hands it back to Dent with 3, with 2. The runner got it.
Again, keeping Dent out of the paint. He's just a 42% shooter. You want to force him to shoot the ball outside, but he is great at breaking down the defense and getting inside.
27-20 UCLA. 6:37 to go first half. Singleton to Green. Green played by Jamerson. Gives it up to Singleton between the rings. Singleton on the switch. He's picked up by Daly. Daly fouls him. It's just the second UCLA foul.
You can hear Chris Collins telling his team to move the ball, and Brian James yelling out 47. That was the last play they ran to get Max Green a nice open 3.
Dent goes out of the game. Perry in for UCLA. The bounce pass goes to West, bouncing for Martinelli. Martinelli back to West behind the three-point line. Up top, Green thought about the 3, steps back, wants to shoot, can't. Goes to Kropp, back to Green, 7 to shoot. Green, no look, bounce pass backdoor to Singleton, who drives and draws the foul.
Nice play.
A shooting foul on UCLA.
Nice play by Max Green and Trey Singleton reading the double team coming over to prevent Green from getting into the paint. Backdoor cut and gets fouled.
Foul on Jamerson. And that will send Singleton to the free throw line. First one up and good. Trey Singleton now 2 for 3 for the line. 7 points here in the first half. West out, Clayton in for the Wildcats. Another free throw attempt coming here for Trey Singleton. Eyes the rim, bends his knees, free throw, good for Singleton. And the Wildcats down 5, 27-22, 6:09 to go to the half. Brady now with Dent out, handles the ball.
Yeah, hanging around.
Perry, rather.
Hanging around much like they did at USC.
It drives all the way in and banks one in over Clayton from close range.
Tough shot by Perry.
There is Clayton bringing it down now. Gets a screen from Martinelli. Stops left of the lane. Feeds Nick. Drives on Perry. Spins. Heaves it out to Clayton for 3. That one's good. His second triple. And the Cats within 4, 29-25. Jordan Clayton providing some offense here off the bench.
And nice to see that he's taking a look at the basket. The Cats need his scoring when he comes off the bench. He always provides great defense.
Bilodeau gets it at the top from Perry. Hands it off. Freeney doesn't shoot. Back to Perry. Foul out extended left. Perry driving. Takes it right of the lane. Off balance shot up and off the glass.
Travel. He picks up the dribble. Doesn't come to a jump stop. That should have been a travel.
31-25 UCLA. Here's Clayton. Feeds Martinelli. Open for 3. Fakes it. Drives in. Now leans in. Fires off the glass. No good. Got his own rebound. Still fighting for it. And UCLA comes away with it. He had a couple of shots and missed. Had him similar to the first half of the other night against USC. Nick certainly got going, especially in the second half of that game. Here's Bilodeau, a wide open deep 3, good.
Yeah, he went to Tyler Kropp on the pick and roll play, dropped way too deep, and that's what UCLA wants him to do. Chris Collins with a wise timeout.
The fourth three-pointer, Bilodeau 6 for 6 shooting, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. And it is 34-25 UCLA with 4:28 to go here in the first half. We take a timeout. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
End your day with me, John Landecker, 7 to 10. Back to Northwestern basketball.
Northwestern basketball is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates and news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue for the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. UCLA is shooting 59%, but 71% from three, 5 of 7. And most of that is Tyler Bilodeau, who's 4 for 4. Bilodeau last year at Illinois sank 7 3-point field goals. He's well on his way to that today with 4 already, and he is leading all scorers here with 16 points.
Averaging 18 on the year, a little over 18 on the year. And the one thing the Cats have talked about in practice on the pick and pop is to not allow him that kind of space. So Tyler Kropp that time dropped into the paint, and they threw back out beyond the three-point arc. You can't recover from there, and he is much too good of a shooter to try to recover from that range.
How about this, Billy? Over his last 3+ games now, Bilodeau is a combined 16 for 26 from 3.
That sounds like Martinelli type shooting from beyond the three-point line.
It really does.
And, I mean, he has NBA three-point range. That shot he took was well outside the college three. And we talked about this at the top of the show, Dave, that the Cats were going to have to defend the pick and roll and the pick and pop. And Bilodeau, 16 points in the first half, and there's still 4.5 minutes remaining.
9-point UCLA lead. This is the largest deficit the Wildcats have faced here in Los Angeles. 9 points. Clayton works the ball up against Eric Freeney, the redshirt freshman. Up to Green on the left wing. Now Singleton between the rings, bouncing for Page. Trying to get it to Martinelli. Gets knocked down. Out to Singleton for 3. It's no good. The rebound, Perry for UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA now content getting the shots, Cats one and done, and now working their offense with such discipline.
Getting Dent some rest as well as Perry handles the ball, chased by Martinelli. Gets all the way under the basket and lays it in. He took it down the left side of the lane and scores to give UCLA an 11-point lead, a 7-0 run here for the Bruins.
Yeah, way too easy with points in the paint.
Perry with 10 points here. Green, bounce right baseline. Martinelli, they double him. Martinelli trapped in the corner. Turns, fakes the shot, doesn't take it. Gets it to Page. They'll pull up, take a 17-footer. He missed it. Under the rebound, Daly for UCLA. Cats
have gone cold.
They are ice cold here. 35% shooting. UCLA's hit 6 straight shots. Now here's Freeney, jump pass inside to Daly. They double him. Daly, a skip pass far side. 3-ball good for Jamar Brown. I think that was his first shot of the game. And it's a 3-pointer, and it's 39-25, a 14-point UCLA lead.
Yeah, getting away here. Anytime you have a double team in the corner, you can't let the player go back to the middle of the floor. Too many options.
Now, the ball deflected into the backcourt by Jamar Brown as Singleton retrieves it. 2.5 left. Singleton almost walked. Hands it to Page. Lob over the top. Martinelli, the catch and the layup. They made that look easy. Page to Martinelli for 2, and it's 39-27. The lead back down to 12. Nick's got 8. There's Perry into the front court. UCLA, though, has hit 7 straight shots. Booker sets a screen for Perry. Jumper from left to the lane on the baseline. Good for Perry. He's got 12. And it's back to a 14-point lead for UCLA.
5 of 6 shooting and giving Dent a nice rest.
Singleton wide on the right side. Singleton chased by Daly. Picks up his dribble. Feeds it foul line extended right. Page for a high arcing jumper. It's good for Arrington Page. His first points. 41-29, a minute 45 to go in the half.
Yeah, Page has got to get back on track offensively for the Cats. They really need his offense.
All right, here's Perry. Heaves it out to Booker. Around left of the circle, Brown. Hands to Freeney. Freeney with Martinelli on him. And there's an offensive foul on Booker as Page gets knocked down.
Smart play by Page. UCLA trying to run the pick and roll out on the floor, and he just fronts the offensive player. And Booker just runs right through him.
So the Wildcats. Cats bringing Jake West. Bilodeau got a breather. He's back. Dent's back for the Bruins. A minute 25 to go into the half. There's Martinelli, played by Bilodeau on the three-point line. Feeds West. Sends it to Green for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Taken right off the front by Dent. Now he slows it down. Then a no-look feed to Daly. Daly driving right side of the lane. Gets fouled by Green. And 2 shots upcoming.
Well, Cats missed the shot, and then UCLA starts to attack and has numbers.
It's interesting. Cats have got more shots here, Billy. 4 more shots than UCLA so far, but
just shooting 38% here on the road, while UCLA shooting a red-hot 64%.
There's Daly at the line, 2 shots. First one, no good.
Justice.
Daly, 70% free throw shooter. Former transfer from Oklahoma State. Had 12.6 rebounds against the Cats in Evanston last year. And he missed them both. Rebound Singleton for the Wildcats. A minute 5 to go.
Yeah, the Cats want to get this down below double digits going in at the half.
They got a chance to do so. Here's West. Driving right. Chased by Dent. Cross-court feed Green. Green stop and go dribble. Little up and under. Drops it to Martinelli. Got it. Tough shot that dropped through for Nick Martinelli, and it's a 10-point game, 41-31.
And Max Green showing some playmaking skills there as he gets the defense in the air with the pump fake.
Perry pull up 3, no good. Long rebound taken by Singleton. Cats push it. Singleton driving in all the way to the basket. Misses the layup. Was there a foul called?
No foul called. And
out of bounds to the Bruins.
Chris Collins is absolutely livid, as is Brian James.
27.7 showing on the clock. UCLA can hold for the final shot, up by 10.
Trent Perry just altering the path to the basket of Trey Singleton, forcing him to take an errant shot.
For the Wildcats, Page, Singleton, Green out there, Martinelli and West. Dent brings it up, and he will cross midcourt, and now dribble the ball as time winds down here. No shot clock. We're down to 12 seconds. Dent motioning to Perry to get moving. Now looks left. There's Daly lobbing inside, intended for Bilodeau. Stolen by Singleton. Heaves it down the floor. West the catch. 2-1 West. Layup. No good. At the buzzer. And so it'll be a 10-point halftime lead for the UCLA Bruins. 41-31. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season. Get great deals along the way at KohlsandKohls.com. 41-31. UCLA leading here at halftime. And we're joined by assistant coach Brian James. Things started okay tonight, but you look at their shooting 62%. Where have the breakdowns been defensively?
Well, first of all, you have to make Bilodeau, who's a tremendous all-conference player, you got to make him dribble the basketball. He's got 6 baskets, and I don't think he's taken a dribble on any of his baskets. They're all catch and shoots. So we've got to do that, first of all. He's tremendous at at pick and pop action. We've worked 2 days on defending that. And then with 4:28 to go in the first half, we started switching everything. But you're right. We started out great energy. Starters got the ball moving from the first side to the second side. Our subs came in, and the ball started to stick. We weren't moving that ball side to side. So we've got to get back to moving that ball, and we're getting decent shots. We just got to knock some down, because our bad offense sometimes leads to their breaks. We got to be able to keep the ball out of the paint just on the single drive up the floor. Their point guards are, we're almost jamming the ball up too high, and they're driving that ball right down our throats there to get some easier baskets or kickouts. So, we just got to try to do whatever we can to get back in this game, and I think we can.
What do you do to make Dent a shooter? He's a 42% shooter, and
Who's that again?
Dent.
Oh,
You
yeah.
talked about his ability to get into the paint.
First of all, you got to keep him out of the paint. You got to keep him playing the basketball, from 15 feet on out. He's done a really good job of distributing and driving that ball in there, and he's a good player. And then, the other guy who came in and did a great job for them was,
Perry.
Yeah, Perry. I mean, he was just very, very good for them. So we got to do a good job. I think we're going to do more switching in the second half, Billy, and see if we can't make that work for us.
All right. Good luck, Coach.
All right,
Thank you, Coach. Wildcat assistant Brian James. Halftime, it's UCLA 41, Northwestern 31. We'll be right back with a halftime show brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterMC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Wildcat basketball halftime. Northwestern basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Time now for the Northwestern basketball halftime show presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney back at Pauley Pavilion in Los Angeles. Halftime, UCLA leads Northwestern 41-31. The Wildcats, as we mentioned, got off to a decent start. They've led by as many as 4 in this game. Had a 6-0 run in the first half. The Bruins led by 14. They had a 10-0 run. Their current lead, 10 points. You don't get the feeling, Billy, it's the kind of game the Cats can't get back into, but they need to start making some shots, and they need to find a way to throw a blanket over Tyler Bilodeau.
Absolutely, Dave. And when the Cats got in trouble and had their scoring drought, the score was 16-12. And one of the things that led to that scoring drought was some ill-advised shots not with that weren't within the context of the offense. When they ran their offense, which Chris Collins talked about the last couple of days in practice, they shoot around, we've got to be precise with our offense, we'll get to good shots. And that's when they started to fall behind. And then Trent Perry and Tyler Bilodeau have just been outstanding here in the first half. Perry, who averages 11 points on the year, had 12 in the first, came in as a backup point guard and just shooting lights out today with 5 of 7 from the field. And the big thing we talked about, UCLA shooting 62% in the first half, the Cats just 38%. So they've got to make some shots, Dave.
No question about that. Bilodeau leads all scorers with 16 points, 6 for 6 shooting, 4 for 4 from three-point range. Nick Martinelli leads the Wildcats with 10 points. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com, syncmygame.com to find out how. Mark Carmen has more of our Village of Bedford Park halftime show in a moment. At the half, UCLA 41, Northwestern 31. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com. Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And sharp vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
41-31 UCLA on top of Northwestern at the half. Mark Carmen with you in our downtown WGN studios. We'll take you around college basketball, all the scores. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
Out-of-town scores proudly presented by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at exploreminnesota.com. Keaton Wagler, I think you know that name by now. Illinois fans certainly do. He was unbelievable today. 9 3-pointers, 9 of 11 shooting. Number 11, Illinois winning at number 4, Purdue, 88-82. Wagler, 13 of 17 from the field. He scored 24 of the Illini's 39 first-half points, including the first 14 points of the game. That is a performance. Minnesota and Nebraska, this was a good one for a while. Gophers hanging tough at home, but Nebraska pulls away in the second half. 76-57 as the Cornhuskers now 20-0, 9-0 in the Big Ten. Price Sanford, 20 of his 22 in the second half. Michigan State routing Maryland 91-48 as the Spartans improved to 18-2, 8-1 in the Big Ten. He ran out early 24-4 and then had another run in the second half where they scored 15 straight as this one was a rout the entire way. Elsewhere, we've got finals. Belmont beating Illinois State 80-69. Duquesne over Loyola 71-59. Ball State topped NIU 58-53. UIC and Bradley a little bit later tonight. That one will tip off at 7 o'clock. DePaul and Seton Hall late in the second half. The Blue Demons with an 8-point lead, 41-33. Come on back with One Question with Billy McKinney. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Spend your middays with me, John Williams, 10 to 2. Now let's get you back to the game.
All right, one question with Billy McKinney. The Cats' defense has been solid as of late, but tonight, right now, Billy, 62% from the field for the Bruins, 67 from three. That's got to improve.
It certainly does. An area they have to improve on, and Chris Collins talked about it in shoot-around this morning, pick and rolls and pick and pops. And right now, when you look at the three-point shooting percentage, UCLA shooting 67%. The Cats have got to find a way to prevent to do a better job of stopping the pick and rolls and pick and pops.
Cats 4 of 13 from three. Trey Singleton got one to go, Billy. That was good.
Yeah, he's still growing in his position between playing the small forward and the power forward position, and they need his efforts offensively to keep him on the floor and being productive. 8 points a night in the first half for Trey Singleton.
Billy, have a great second half.
All right, thanks, Mark. Always great to chat with you.
Back at you. Dave and Billy coming up with second half action. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. Abbott in the Big Ten, 18 schools, one blood drive competition with a life-saving purpose. We give blood. This season, your one donation helped save up to 3 lives. And together, we saved over 200,000. But the need for blood never stops. So keep your sleeves rolled up. Keep giving blood. Keep saving lives. Visit big10.org/Abbott to donate.
It's Bob Surratt, weekdays with the morning crew, 6 till 10 on your home for Big Ten basketball.
Both teams are back on the floor here at Pauley Pavilion, warming up for the second half with UCLA leading Northwestern 41-31. Here's how the scoring went in the first half. The Wildcats, Nick Martinelli, the nation's leading scorer, leads the way with 10 points, 5 of 11 shooting. He's also their leading rebounder, the game's leading rebounder with 5. 8 points for Trey Singleton, 6 for Jordan Clayton on a pair of threes, 3 for Max Green, 2 for Jake West, 2 points as well for Arrington Page for the Wildcats, who in the first half shot 38%, 12 of 32, 31%, 4 of 13 from three-point range, 75%, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. That was all Trey Singleton. The Wildcats in the rebounding department had a slight edge, 17-16. The Cats with 10 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 block, and 2 steals. For UCLA, leading scorer Tyler Bilodeau, 16 points on perfect shooting overall and from beyond the arc on 4 tries. 12 points for Trent Perry. There's 7 points in the game for Donovan Dent to go along with 4 assists. 3 points for Jamar Brown, 2 for Eric Daly, 1 point for Xavier Booker. The Bruins shot 62%, 16 of 26, 67% from beyond the arc, 6 of 9, just 33%, 3 of 9 from the free throw line. The Bruins with 7 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 block, and 3 steals. Those are your energizing highlights of the first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University Athletics. Our official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. This has been the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show, presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home.
Bring it home.
Second half underway. Bruins with the ball right to left. Here is Den, angles a pass to the corner. Bilodeau fires it low on the right side to Booker against Kropp. Draws the double, feeds it weak side, parries, reverse layup attempt, no good. And then Booker muscles it in over Kropp's outstretched arm for 2 for UCLA.
Fortuitous bounce for the Bruins that time, as the Cats looked like they had played great defense on Perry as he went to the basket. And I was going to say, Dave, now the Cats have to play this game in increments. You've got to win these first 5 minutes, cut this lead down. But Booker first finished the 3-point play.
First foul on Kropp as Booker misses on the free throw. That's one trend positive for the Wildcats continuing here. It's 43-31 Bruins. They've led by as many as 14. They lead by 12. There's Martinelli to Green left wing. Max Green chased by Daly. Green looks right. Singleton fires it right side to West. Booker on him. Let's see if he tries to drive on him. He does. Kicks it to Green for 3. Good. Max Green with his second triple of the game. And the Wildcats cut it to single digits, 43-34, with just a minute gone here in the second half.
Jake West with a nice pass as he works on the big fella and then finds Max Green in the left corner across from the Cats bench.
Here is Daly. Martinelli on him. He drives on Nick, gets to the baseline. Floater there is good. Daly with his second field goal of the game, and it's 45-34 Bruins. All right, wing Singleton. Bouncing for Kropp at the top. Booker out to guard him away from the basket. Out to Green, who hit that 3 a moment ago. Max Green on the drive in the lane, kicks it out. Here's West. West pivots, bounces for Kropp, hands it back to Jake. Jump past Kropp, right baseline. Shot clock at 5, back to West. West driving to the basket, layup, high off the glass, no good. Martinelli puts it back up. No, the shot clock should have recycled.
Yes.
The shot hit the rim, and the Northwestern bench trying to make that point home with a lot of emphasis.
Oh, Chris Collins is absolutely livid.
And he wasn't the only one on the Northwestern bench, and we're at this end of the floor, Billy, and it certainly looked like that shot did indeed hit the rim. But they will go to the monitor here. Larry Scorado going over to the monitor down to our left. This close shave instant replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value.
And Dave is there. The officials are looking at the replay there. Jake West is penetrating into the lane, and he has Max Green wide open on the left side of the floor for an easy 3, but he didn't see it. And that's one of the things that the shot clock is running down as a point guard. You've got to be aware, like a quarterback, of all of the different options.
And he had some options.
Yes. He elected to go inside, and it looked like the Cats, there should have been a reset of the shot clock, but we'll find out shortly.
Well, the Wildcats have allowed 80 points or more 5 times this season. Now, this game, based on the first half, UCLA is on a pace to top the 80-point mark, but the Cats have only allowed that many in one of their last 10 games. They have generally held the scoring down. And let's see.
And UCLA averages around 77 points per ball game.
Let's see if we can pick this up. So they are going to I believe give the ball. How much time on the clock is the question? Larry Scarrato talking to Chris Collins right in front of us. Pretty animated, looks like Chris is in this conversation.
Yeah,
so
officials don't like to be shown up, but they also have to make the,
right call.
play.
That's why we have this replay system.
Make the right call, and Chris Collins speaking up for his team with the passion he has for his team.
Well, because there aren't that many people in this building. There's a pretty good, and now Mick Cronin will get his say. There aren't that many people in purple in this building who are going to take up the Wildcats' cause. There's a lot of blue out there.
And part of, the officiating in this game, you're going to make mistakes. As fast as this game moves, mistakes are going to be made by everyone, including the officials. That one, thank goodness for the replay. The Cats now have 19 seconds on the shot clock.
You want to get it right. I mean, that's ultimately the goal.
Absolutely.
These officials do too. West will inbound, baseline left. Feeds it to Kropp. And the Cats work it around the perimeter. Martinelli gets it. Back to Tyler Kropp. Looks for Singleton between the rings. Trey on the drive. Started right, drives back left. Feeds Green. Shot clock at 5. Long three straight on off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Kropp in the corner. Fresh shot clock. Kropp muscling his way in. No good, and he draws the foul.
Boy, Kropp. Great rebound. Got away with the walk there, I think, but persistence in making the move, the pump fake, drawing the defense in, and drawing the fouls.
Corrado's right in front of you.
Sorry. I better use my nighttime voice, Dave.
That's exactly like you did the other night. And Tyler Kropp at the free throw line. 11 points, 9 rebounds the other night against USC. Knocks in the first free throw, his first point of the game.
4 rebounds on the afternoon, so he's been active.
And he makes them both. And the Cats cut it back to 9 points, 45-36. UCLA with 17:49 to go. Here is Dent out in front. Checked by Singleton. Booker fires it inside to Daly, shooting over Martinelli. He missed it. Rebound Green. Here come the Cats. Chance to make the run. West down the right side of the floor. Jake West now jogs out in front. Gets a screen from Kropp. West out to Green to the foul line. Doesn't shoot. Gets it to West, and out it goes. Singleton, a 3. Clangs off the side of the rim and rebounded by Bilodeau for UCLA.
One of the areas.
Here's Dent kicking. An open three-point shot for Daly from the left corner.
Yeah, and that's Dent. Dribble drive penetration. The Cats can't make the 3. UCLA comes down and knocks down the 3 from the left side of the floor in front of their bench.
Here is West. Trying to shake free of Dent. It's 48-36 to Martinelli for 3. He missed that one. The rebound Daly. Nick normally dead on from three-point range. He's missed a couple today. Here's Dent driving right, shooting back to his left, and he rolls it around and in. And it's a 50-36 lead for UCLA. The Bruins match their largest lead of the game. Here is West. Starts right. Feeds Martinelli at the top. Nick now picked up by Booker on the switch. He'll put up a 15-footer. It's no good. Long rebound to Booker. And here's Dent ahead of the pack to the rim. And he gets hammered down by Martinelli as he drives in. And Dent may be shaken up.
Yeah, that could be. We're going to see what kind of call that elicits. But Martinelli takes a shot. No defensive balance. And the Bruins off to the races.
Yeah, they're going to go to the monitor on this.
Martinelli was going for the clean block. And Dent takes it to the other side of the basket, which helped create the contact.
UCLA has opened up a 14-point lead here. And we will get a timeout. Chicagoland for premium apparel and promotional products. Look no further than IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, the industry standard in corporate athletic and event merchandise. IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit iasbranding.com to learn more. UCLA leads Northwestern 50-36, 16:07 to go. Second half is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer. Give your loved ones, friends, and colleagues a gift they'll be sure to make use of. Mouth-watering steaks from the Lynn's Shop. You can choose from an array of aged USDA prime steaks, roast seafood, and more. If you know someone who loves a good steak, why not treat them to some quality beef from Lynn's that will fill their stomach and their heart? Give the gift of premium beef at thelynn'sshop.com and use code GOCATS for 20% off. Brought to you by Meats by Lynn's, the preferred partner of legendary steakhouses worldwide since 1963. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Chicago Wakes Up with me, Bob Surratt, and the Morning Crew, 6 to 10 on your home for Wildcat basketball.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in-store, online for the best Northwestern Game Day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama. All at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. So Nick Martinelli fouled Donovan Dent on a breakaway. And Dent will be at the free throw line when play resumes here. And the officials did review the play. We'll get an announcement here in a moment from Larry Scarrato. I don't know if we'll be able to pick this up. As this foul deemed a flagrant. We'll find out in a moment.
And we know this. Nick Martinelli, the way he plays hard, never plays dirty. Going for the block cleanly and Dent adjust his path to the basket probably looked worse than it was.
Okay, we'll see. It was a hard fall for Dent, no question. Ended up being a hard foul. Oh, so it sounds like there's going to be another stoppage here shortly for the under 16 timeout, which Larry Scarrato's explaining to Brian James right in front of us.
Yeah. Dave, and I look at that foul on Dent, and I go back to my playing days in the NBA. Those were commonplace, and they weren't flagrant fouls.
Let's see. Here comes the explanation. Common foul. So Dent will have 2 free throws. So I think the officials agreed with your analysis, Billy, that it was just Nick going for the block. And so Dent will go to the free throw line where he's 0 for 2 in the game.
Well, and referees also, because they call these games so often, they also get to know the character of the players. And Martinelli, one of the high character players in the college game.
Jamerson in for Booker for UCLA. Dent at the line. Free throw up and good for Donovan Dent. 3 years at New Mexico, 104 games, averaged over 13 points and about 5 assists a ball game. And he misses on the second free throw attempt, and it's out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely a great pickup for UCLA, the way he's played and performed for this team. Now the Cats down by 15 here. In the last 3 minutes and 5 seconds, they've been 0 for 5, and they've been scoreless, so they've got to get something going here quickly.
There is a UCLA foul. I think they got Jamerson, who has been plagued by fouls. That's in some respects been his story here this year. And the Cats will take it out on the sideline. Martinelli, and the pass is stolen, and Dent misses the layup. Martinelli grabs the rebound, off to West, lobs one up for Page, who can't handle the pass, but a foul called on the Bruins on Jamerson again.
Well, the pass was intercepted. One of the few mistakes you'll see Martinelli make, a lazy pass, and Dent just intercepts it, goes the other end, and looked like one of my dunks, Dave. He missed it. And Cats come down and try to get the lob pass to Page, who gets fouled.
Free throw by Page, good. That ends a 6-0 UCLA run, and that gets Booker back in for Jamerson, who picked up 2 quick ones.
Well, he had 3 fouls for the night. You get 5 of them, so you better use them, I guess.
And the second free throw attempt rims out, rebound Booker. 51-37 UCLA. Here's Donovan, crosses over, backs it out. On the left side, check there by West. Now, as they switch, Singleton takes him. He gets it to Bilodeau. With West on him, the drop step goes up and lays it in over Page. There's Singleton at the other end. Singleton played by Perry on the right baseline. Up to Page, drives on Booker. Wraparound feed to Martinelli, right corner 3. That rims out. And then an over-the-back foul on Singleton as Bilodeau wrapped up the rebound.
Yeah, Bilodeau scores on the other end as the Cats switched off on defense. And Jake West was defending him in the low post. Tough matchup for young Jake.
Bilodeau with his first points this half. He's got 18 in the game.
And that's his season's average, right around 18.2 to be precise, Captain Kirk.
But for the last 3, averaging about 22 points. Here is Dent. Cherubino in now. Checks him. Dent drives on Angelo. He bounces to the corner. And Page blocks the 3-point attempt by Perry. It's out of bounds. And which way?
Terrific
It'll
hustle.
stay with UCLA. No, it's Northwestern ball.
Terrific hustle by Arrington Page, coming from inside the paint to block the shot of Perry, who has been red hot this afternoon. 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting.
For the Wildcats, Clayton's in, Reed's in, Cherubino's in, along with Martinelli and Page. 14:40 to go. Handoff from Page to Reed, accelerates, sends it outside to Martinelli beyond the 3-point line. Back to Reed, Booker on him. Into the corner, Clayton for 3. Good, his 3rd triple of the game. And the Cats cut it to 13 points, 53-40, 14:25 to go.
Big respect for Jordan Clayton in the way he plays. Usually focuses on defense, but this afternoon knocking down some crucial 3s for the Cats.
Matches his season high with 9 points. Now here's Dent in traffic. Out to Daly. He's stripped to the ball, out of bounds. Which way? To UCLA. But Jordan Clayton today with 3 3-point field goals. That matches his season high set last year, his career high, I should say, set last year at Minnesota. Clayton does a lot of things for this team. He hasn't scored a ton of points, Billy, but he's finding his range today. Here's Perry against Cherubino. A step back fadeaway jumper, good by Perry. His first points this half, 55-40 UCLA, 13:53 to go. Here is Reed. Sends it out to Clayton. Foul on extended left. Mid-post left for Page against Bilodeau. Angles a skip pass saved by Reed. Shovels to Cherubino. Right baseline drive. Goes up and lays it in. First points for Angelo Cherubino. 55-42.
Good ball movement by the Cats that time, and Cherubino with the double pump through the defense to get the score.
Cats are down 13 points. Still plenty of time here. 13:20 to go. Dent on the drive onto the basket, has his shot stuffed by Cherubino, but there is a foul called on Angelo Cherubino.
Yeah, I'm watching Donovan Dent, and the way he plays is so similar to an NBA player that everyone knows, Chris Paul. Change of direction, change of pace, quickness getting into the paint, strength as he gets there as well.
Free throw in and out for Dent.
The Achilles heel, the free throw.
By the way, the fourth team foul on the Cats, 3 on UCLA. Here is Brandon Williams in, replacing Daly, or Bilodeau's out. Williams in, and also in is Jamar Brown. And Dent makes the second. And so the lead is 14, 56-42, 13-15 to go. Here is Jaden Reed driving, kicks it out. Cherubino, three-point land. Brings it to the top. Cherubino bouncing for Page in the high post against Booker. Page driving left to the lane. Tried to fire it inside. Threw it into a crowd of Bruins. Here's Dent at the other end. And the shot blocked by Page, but counted goaltending. It dropped through anyway.
Yeah,
would have counted either way.
Page hustling back after making a one-hand hook pass into the paint that was deflected. And again, UCLA capitalizing on the turnover by the Cats.
16-point lead. 58-42 UCLA, 12:45 to go. Cats 6 turnovers. Here's Reed, stop and go dribble. His shot blocked, but he's fouled.
Yeah, good aggressive drive for Jaden Reed, and you can hear the UCLA fans chant air ball because he shot an air ball early in the first half. And those are the things you can't allow to impact your play during a game. When fans get on you, it should inspire you.
Bruins with their largest lead at 16, but Reed will try to come into it after the foul on Perry, his second. Fourth team foul. First free throw, no good. A rare miss by Reed. For the Wildcats, Martinelli gets a breather.
Don't let this crowd live in your head, young Jaden.
Second free throw attempt is good for Jaden Reed. I think he heard you, Billy. And it's 58-43, 12:39 to go for the Cats. Clayton, Page, Cherubino, Singleton in for Martinelli, and Reed. Now here's the drive and the jumper in and out. And the rebound on the baseline out of bounds to the Wildcats as Brandon Williams tried to control it.
Yeah, Dent once again get in the page now, into the paint. And I hear Chris Collins say, don't reach. Got to just stay in front of a good body position defense in front of Dent.
Clayton gives it back to Reed, driving left. Now he's got Booker on it. Drives on Booker. Under the basket. Trying to get a shot up. Lost the ball. Get knocked down. Lead pass. Dent. Behind the back. Bounce pass to Perry. To Freeney, rather. And now here's Booker. Drops it to Williams. Baseline jumper. No good. Rebound on the weak side by Singleton. Here's Reed. Ahead to Cherubino. Spotting up wide left. Back to Reed. Page at the top. With Williams on him. Gives it off to Singleton against Williams as they switch. Sets a screen for Reed. He finds Page. Drops it weak side Singleton there. They triple team him. It's going to be a tie-up. And the ball will belong to the Wildcats when play resumes. From Oso, Minnesotan Outdoor Festivals to lodging with a cozy experience, start planning your next winter getaway. Create your own Minnesota travel adventure at the land of 10,000 frozen lakes by visiting exploreminnesota.com. And Wildcats fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. It's UCLA 58, Northwestern 43, 11:37 remaining. Second half here at Pauley Pavilion. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our GoMex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from just $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from just $57 a month, plus 6 years interest-free financing. Four Seasons guarantees to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 30,000 five-star reviews, we are Chicago's trusted local experts.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Get up to the minute Chicago news weekdays at 2 on the Lisa Dent Show on WGN.
11:37 to go, second half. Here at Pauley Pavilion in Los Angeles, UCLA leads Northwestern 58-43. The Bruins shooting 59% for the game to the Wildcats 37%. Just has not been a good shooting game for them. Here in the second half, the Cats are just 3 for 9. UCLA 7 for 13, 54%. So it's hard to win, Billy. On the road, hard to win anywhere with shooting like that. And when you're giving up points at the other end, as the Wildcats have, even though the scoring pace has slowed here in the second half, UCLA is still shooting the ball very well.
Yeah, and it's because they're getting out in transition when the Cats miss. They've taken some long shots. The ball was rebounded long. UCLA been able to get out in transition and either score or get fouls and get to the charity stripe. Cats have to cut down on this 15-point lead here very quickly if they hope to get back in this ball game. They've got to make some shots. We talked about that at halftime, Dave.
Well, one issue for the Wildcats right now is Nick Martinelli has not scored in the opening 8 minutes and 23 seconds of the second half. And let's face it, no matter what contributions you may get from others, this team goes as does Nick Martinelli.
Absolutely. And the only exception to that is if you, as we talked about, you get Arrington Page back. Playing the way he played earlier in the season when he was averaging 14 points a game for this ball club, and Jaden Reed coming off the bench. But their efforts have been stifled by this tough UCLA defense and trying to defend Donovan Dent.
Right after the held ball, the Cats keep it. West to inbound on the baseline. Bounces into Martinelli in the left corner. Works his way along the baseline, bounces to Sheravino, leans in, fires a jumper, missed it wide left. Rebounded by Booker.
Yeah, Sheravino allowed the defense to alter his shot. And that way, a good shot inside, but the Cats come up empty.
Dent pounds the dribble, left point, takes it right. Singleton takes him. Now Martinelli some help. They work it around to the left. Freeney inside Booker, mid-post left. Against Singleton. Puts up a jump hook in and out. Rebounded by Singleton. See if the Cats can cut into this. Here's Singleton. Pulls up from 16. It's no good.
Not a good shot.
And the rebound, Dent for UCLA.
You can't come down, no passes, and then take a mid-range shot, not make it, not when you're in a scoring drought down by 15.
Dent, played by Singleton out between the rings. Dent kicking to Williams, hands it off to Freeney. Freeney against Clayton, back outside. Here is Dent again. He'll take a straight-on jumper. It rims out. Singleton the rebound.
And one of the few shots that he has taken outside of the paint today.
West coast to coast, out to Clayton for three. No good. Rebound, volleyballed around and controlled by UCLA. Now, West trying to steal it back, but it's maintained by Jamar Brown for UCLA. West almost came up with a steal.
UCLA understanding that they have the lead now, playing a disciplined offense, making the Cats stop them in their half-court sets.
There's Dent, Martinelli on it. To Williams. Return feed for Dent. Dent driving on Martinelli. Bounces it back high on the left side to Brady. Puts up a jumper, an air ball, and that's a shot clock violation.
The other thing the Cats did with Dent on the last play, they forced him to his left. He picked up his dribble and passed out. When he goes to his right, he is so dangerous in being able to get shots off in the paint or find his teammates. Those are tendencies you learn about players as you're playing the game, and when you're watching tape, you got to be aware and pay attention to those details.
58-43 UCLA. Cats with the ball. 9:30 to go in the game. Here's Singleton. Looks left. Passes right. Clayton. Bouncing baseline. Martinelli there. Goes up for the shot and gets fouled. I think they're going to get, was it Booker? Yes. Xavier Booker with the second foul.
Martinelli drawing a crowd as he drives down the right baseline in front of the Cats bench, slices through 3 UCLA players and gets fouled.
Martinelli, third in the Big Ten in free throw attempts. This will be his first attempt of the day. First one up and good. His first point here in the second half. He's got 11. Got a streak of 10 straight 20-point games on the line. Nick, over the last 12 games, averaging almost 26 points a game. He makes both the free throws. And the Wildcats cut it to 13 with 9:18 to go, 58-45.
As Nick Martinelli told us after the USC game, doesn't care about the points. He loves the win.
Here's Perry. High lob inside Booker there for an easy layup. Yeah, high-low to Booker for 2, and it's 60-45 UCLA. Here is West, played by Freeney. West bouncing Martinelli, turns on the baseline, sends it to Green, fakes the 3, steps inside the arc, bounces in, posting Martinelli, muscles it up, off the rim, no good, a foul.
Good pass inside by Green. Martinelli diving in from the right side to the left box, getting good position. And once again, getting off one of his off-balance shots that always seem to be under control.
Second foul on Bilodeau, 6th team foul, and Martinelli at the line.
Cats really having trouble scoring here.
Free throw good for Nick.
In the second half, just 15 points in the last 12 minutes.
19-15, they've been outscored. Another one here to make it a 13-point game, though, and it's good. Nick Martinelli, 14 points. 8:43 to go, 60-47. Perry brings it across the midcourt line through that UCLA logo. Perry, played by Singleton, picks up his dribble. Looks to his left, there's Freeney, lobbing to Bilodeau. Bilodeau with West on it. Little help from Green, and he throws it away. Over and back, it'll go to the Wildcats. Cats force a turnover that time.
Yeah, with the double team inside. As Bilodeau puts it on the floor, he gets a hard double team. Little miscommunication, and the Cats needed to stop there. Now they've got to convert here, Dave, to cut into this deficit.
They can cut it to 11 or cut it to 10 with a triple. Here's Green, foul out extended left. Green to Martinelli. Looks right, bouncing for West. Jake West to Trey Singleton. Singleton hands to Clayton. Up top, Martinelli. 2 to shoot for West. Step back 3. No good. And the rebound controlled by Perry. Didn't get a real good look that time. Late in the clock for Jake West. Now here's Perry. Tried to bounce it inside and out of bounds to the Wildcats. A back-to-back UCLA turnovers. Let's see if this time the Wildcats can cash in. Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Barbasol is America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. Attention, all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. UCLA leads Northwestern 60-47, 7:48 remaining. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Join me, John Williams, middays 10 to 2 on WGN Radio. Let's get you back to the Wildcats.
Ozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they are the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support in this great cause. Go Cats. Let's get a check of other games back in our studios. Mark Harmon.
All right, Dave, one more time through the Big Ten. Illinois wins at Purdue 88-82. Keaton Wagler, the freshman at Data, remember, 46 points. Nebraska wins at Minnesota 76-57. Michigan State all over Maryland 91-48. Spartans are 18-2.
Thank you, Mark. Here it is UCLA 60, Northwestern 47. Cats will have the ball after the timeout. As the Wildcats will host Penn State on Thursday night. The Nittany Lions play Monday night before coming to Evanston. I believe they play at Ohio State. They're still looking for their first Big Ten win. Penn State and Washington next week at Welsh Ride Arena, Thursday and Saturday.
And the Cats looking to overcome a 13-point deficit to pick up their second Big Ten win and have a sweep on the road.
There's Clayton. He's got 3 threes on the drive. Sends it to Singleton, right corner. Shot clock at 18. 7:34 for the game. There's Martinelli, right baseline. Thought about the shot. Drives into the paint. Wants to get a shot up. Jump hook with left hand. No good. Rebound control by UCLA. Then it's tipped out of bounds, and it will come back to the Wildcats. A heads-up defensive play. That's 3 turnovers now. 3 straight possessions for UCLA.
Now the Cats, it's imperative that they take advantage of some of these mistakes here.
No doubt. Here's West slipping, falling down, and his bounce pass is kicked by UCLA. Lost his footing there as he drove towards the baseline down to our right.
Kept great control of the ball and still saw the cutter.
Here is Green to inbound. 13 showing on the shot clock. I think they're going to just check the time here. 7:12 showing on the clock. UCLA 60, the Wildcats 47.
This could be a big basket here for the Cats and possibly change the momentum. They've come up with a couple of consecutive stops, forced some errors, but have been unable to score. And it's the thing that we've talked about the entire game, Dave. They got to make some baskets.
No doubt. 7:18 showing on the clock. 20 on the shot clock is Green. Triggers right sideline into Singleton. Quickly to Martinelli against Bilodeau. Martinelli driving floater up, no good. And the rebound control by Daly. Again, a shot that Nick he makes most of the time. I think you can say that, right, Billy?
Yeah, and that time, of course, anytime he puts the ball on the floor, he's going to attract the crowd.
Cats have been out rebounding UCLA most of the day. They're all even now in rebounds. Cats have more offensive rebounds, but then again, they missed a lot more shots. Here is Daly at the other end. 5 to shoot. Daly, skip pass. Bilodeau, a 3, missed it. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. It'll stay with UCLA. Martinelli got a hand on it. off of Jamerson.
Yeah, he had good defensive rebounding position, but the ball bounced a little long because of the depth of the shot.
6:39 showing on the clock as UCLA inbounds a foul prior to the inbounds pass.
Trey Singleton.
Singleton picks up his third. Cats just with 5 fouls now. Here's Bilodeau, Martinelli on him. They double him with Singleton. He tries to step through, loses the handle on it, and the Cats are going to tie him up as West reaches in. Helps Bilodeau to his feet.
Again, the Cats playing terrific defense and forcing the turnovers, but just can't seem to get anything going offensively.
Significant play because that'll advance the possession arrow. UCLA keeps it, 13 on the shot clock. Dent inbounds the ball to Trent Perry. Quickly, Bilodeau, return feed Perry between the rings against Green. Perry with 6, with 5, wants to get a shot up, can't. Turns, fires, no good. And the rebound on the weak side, West. Here comes Green, 6:15 to go. That's down 13. Max Green in the lane, bounces to Singleton. Hard drive, layup, missed, a foul called.
Smart play by Singleton as he drives to the basket, right side of the floor. He finishes with his left hand as the defenders were anticipating he would shoot it with his right, draws the foul.
Foul on Jamerson, his 4th. 7th team foul. 2 shots here for Singleton. 3 for 4 from the line. Free throw up, good. Here's Booker back in for Jamerson. And Trey Singleton looking for his 6th double-figure scoring game with this free throw. Looking to get the Cats within 11 with 6:07 to go. Plenty of time. What do we always talk about, Billy? That 12-point gap. You can get it inside of 12. Free throw good by Trey Singleton. It is indeed an 11-point game, 60-49, 6:05 to go. Bruins lead, chopped to 11.
And now the Cats desperately need another stop.
They've been getting them. UCLA is 1 for their last 8 shooting. 3 minutes without scoring. Here's Dent driving on Singleton, kicking to Daly. Daly into the paint, turns to his left, wants to get a shot up. Tough shot, got it over Clayton.
Yeah, tough shot. Looked like he might have dragged his pivot foot. Clayton with good physical defense.
62-49 UCLA, 5.5 left. Singleton bounces for Clayton high right, and an offensive foul is called. Yeah, for a moving screen. And the Cats now turn it over. That's their 8th turnover to the game. Singleton with his 4th foul. And Dent walks it across the midcourt line with 5:22. 62-49 UCLA. Dent fires a skip pass. Bilodeau for 3. Missed it. Rebound, volleyball around, and Daly keeps it alive for UCLA and hands to Dent to reset here.
Those 50-50 balls really hurt you in situations like that. You have to capture those.
He was the one white jersey among several in purple, and a foul called on the floor on West. His first foul. That's the 7th foul on the Cats.
It's sending Donovan Dent to the line, who has had his issues there today.
Only if you consider 2 for 6 issues, which I think most of us probably would. Free throw, rims out. Rebound. Singleton has it stolen back by Daly.
50-50 ball, a big play by Bailey.
Well, Singleton, that was probably less than 50-50 because Singleton had it. Daly snuck in behind him and took it away. 8 to shoot here for Bilodeau. Feeds it inside Booker. Jump hook, no good. Rebound and ripped down by Green. All right, could be the Cats' last chance to make a run here, down 62-49. Here's Singleton with 4:28 to go, bouncing for West. Wide on the right. Low right Martinelli, back to West, and around to Clayton. Jordan Clayton bouncing back door. Singleton goes up and gets fouled.
Terrific play by Clayton. Gets the ball on the left wing across from the Cats bench. Nobody picks him up. He sprints right into the gap there. Defense collapsed. And he finds Singleton on the left side of the basket, who was unable to finish because he was fouled.
Singleton, 5 for 6 from the line. Free throw good. The foul on Dent was his first, 8th team foul. Booker out. Jamar Brown in for UCLA. Singleton free throw. On the way, good. And the Wildcats cut it to 11, 4:17 to go. 62-51 Bruins. Dent across midcourt. They want to work a little clock here. Dent left point against West. Moving right. Singleton takes him on the switch and out to Daly for 3. That's no good. Long rebound trickles right to Dent. Long shot, long rebound, and the pass intended for Bilodeau off of West and out of bounds. It would have been out off of Bilodeau. West didn't realize that. Saw a ball coming towards him, reached up, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with UCLA when we come back. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM Big Ten Radio Channel 372 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. It's UCLA 62, Northwestern 51, 3:54 remaining. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Do you need home financing? Check out Marquette Bank. Looking for a home lender you can trust? You need Marquette Bank. Level up your home financing journey with Marquette Bank. You get experienced mortgage specialists and an easy digital home loan process. Great rates, great service. Marquette Bank makes it easy. Marquette Bank is here for all your mortgage and home equity needs. Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 462926.
I'm John Williams here weekdays 10 to 2. Now it's back out to Chicago's Big Ten team.
The Lemon Mop crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Lemon has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Lemon.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. Dave Bennett, Billy McKinney from Pauley Pavilion, 62-51 UCLA. 3:54 remaining. Both teams in the 1-1. 8 fouls on the Bruins, 7 on the Wildcats. Possession arrow is with Northwestern. The Cats are down by 11 points. UCLA will have 14 seconds on the shot clock when play resumes here. Cats led in scoring by Nick Martinelli with 14, Trey Singleton with 12. Bilodeau for UCLA, just 2 points in the second half, but 16 in the first half.
Yeah, Dave, interesting stat that I just saw. UCLA with 30 of their 62 points in the paint, 11 out of 18 layups. Cats to 6 of 13. That's why they're shooting such a high percentage.
And a steal by West into the backcourt. He's got it, driving into the basket. His layup blocked. He'll go to the free throw line. He gets knocked down hard. So the Cats come up with another UCLA turnover. Jake West with the steal, and he will go to the free throw line here with 3:49 to go.
Terrific hustle by Jake West coming out of the timeout. The Cats again forcing the UCLA Bruins into a turnover.
A foul on Dent. West at the line. Free throw up, good. 62-52. This to get it down to single digits with 3:49 remaining. 9 UCLA turnovers now. He makes the free throw. 62-53, 3:48 remaining.
Pivotal part of the ball game right here, Dave.
Cats have life. Here's Dent to the midcourt. The UCLA logo. Played by West. It's a screen, a block from Bilodeau. Back it goes to Dent in traffic. The ball taken away. Now stolen back by UCLA. Off to Bilodeau. 4 to shoot. 3. Hands to Perry. Got to put it up. Off balance shot. No good. Rebound Martinelli. Here come the Cats down 9. 3:15 to go. West started left. Moves back to the right. He's got Daly on him. West hands it to Green. 12 to shoot. 3 minutes for the ball game. Max Green, left wing. Green will put up a 3. Got it! Huge 3. Max Green. Timeout, UCLA. The Wildcats cut it to 6 with 2:49 remaining. 62-56. A 7-0 Northwestern run. 2:49 to go.
A big play by Green because UCLA is denying Martinelli the basketball, and Green creates some space, knocks down a big 3.
His third of the game. Timeout. UCLA 62, Northwestern 56. Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey, Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
It's Bob Surratt and the morning crew, 6 till 10 a.m. on your home for Big Ten basketball.
UCLA, 4 turnovers over the last 6 minutes plus. The Cats have been chipping away. And while they're still only shooting 33%, they've made 7 3-point field goals now. And Max Green has 3 of those. A big one a moment ago to cut the UCLA lead to 6 points with 2:49 remaining. 62-56.
Yeah, Dave, the Cats defense have really kept them in this ball game in spite of their shooting roles, and now they're starting to take advantage of the miscues by the UCLA Bruins and make shots. And it's so good to see Max Green have a second strong game, and this is something we've been looking for him the entire year as he continues to get comfortable with adjusting from playing at Holy Cross into the Big Ten.
It's a little different. Let's take 10 seconds right now for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
WGN Chicago is your radio home for the Hawks, the Cats, March Madness, and the Indy 500. On air and on smart devices worldwide.
The Wildcats with Clayton, Singleton, Green, Martinelli, and West. Jake West, a steal. Trey Singleton's got a steal. Jordan Clayton's got a steal. 2:49 showing on the clock. A 6-point game here in Pauley Pavilion. Wildcats trailed by 13 with less than 4.5 minutes remaining. They're on a 7-0 run here in the last 90 seconds or so. Dent will bring it up for the Bruins. 7 fouls on the Cats, 9 on UCLA. Here's Dent moving right, feeding Perry wide on the right side. Skip pass near side, an open 3 for Brown. He got it.
Yeah, big breakdown there. UCLA had gone scoreless for almost 3 minutes there, but the open 3 by Brown closes the door just a little bit, and Cats still have a chance.
He's taken 2 shots today, 65-56. Now Green right in front of the Wildcat bench, losing the handle on the ball, and Chris Collins wanted to timeout. Cats turn it over. 2:07 to go. I think Green, it looked like he was looking over at the bench, getting some instructions, and all of a sudden lost the ball. Here's Perry fouled with a minute 58 showing on the clock.
Well, in addition to that, even though you're looking for a timeout, you still have to be aggressive and protect the ball. Players are going to be slapping at the ball. It's a live ball until the officials blow the whistle.
Yep. Here comes Tyler Kropp in for Trey Singleton, who fouls out of the game with 12 points and 6 rebounds. Fouls out for the second straight game. Perry will be at the free throw line.
Perry, who had a terrific first half, slowed down in the second half, still has 14 points on the evening.
So 1-1, but he makes the first. How about Jamar Brown? He's taken 2 shots in the game, Billy, 1 in each half, each a 3, and he's made each one.
And a big 3.
Yes. Another free throw attempt coming here for Perry, and it's good. Back to a 9-point game, 11-point game rather, 67-56. Timeout Northwestern. And Chris Collins was calling for a timeout, and he's very upset that they didn't get the timeout sooner.
Well, he's got to calm down here. Yeah. He might get a T.
Minute 54 to go, an 11-point UCLA lead, 67-56. Cats had cut it to 6. The Bruins come back with a 3-pointer and then 2 free throws. They are poised here to stay unbeaten at home. UCLA last year in the first year of the Big Ten, 13-7 in the conference, tied for 4th. Went into the NCAA tournament, beat Utah State, then lost to Tennessee to complete a 23-11 campaign. They were 15-2 at home last year. They are 11-0 at home so far this year. Chris Collins
still giving the
very animated discussion with Larry Stroud. Minute 54 remaining. Green will inbound right in front of us.
Trying to get
the right sideline.
Yeah, trying to get a timeout earlier as time is slipping away, and those seconds are precious as the Cats trying to mount a comeback.
Green inbounds to West. Dent on him, off to Martinelli, spinning, splits the defenders, got to the rim, lays it in. It's 67-58, a minute 43 to go. And Nick Martinelli with his first field goal of the second half, 16 points in the game. Now here is Perry out in front. Looks for Dent left point. 90 seconds remaining. Gives it back to Dent. Looks for Brown. Back to Dent. Working on Clayton. Into the paint. Heaves it out. Bilodeau. A 3. In and out. Rebound grabbed by Cheravino. Minute 13 to go. Cheravino to Martinelli. Driving on Daly. Runner off the glass. Good. Minute 6 remaining. It's 67-60.
Martinelli with 2 layups in that one. He made Bailey pay with an elbow to the chops to clear his way to the paint.
18 for Nick. 53 seconds to go. Shot clock down to 15 here for Dent with a West on it. Shot clock at 10. Dent out near midcourt. Dent hucks it to Bilodeau. Another 3. Left side angle. That's no good. Rebound Daly. Cheravino trying to rip it away. A foul called with 35.3.
Cats had a little defensive breakdown there on the pick and pop with Bilodeau being wide open, which you don't want.
The 2 in a row.
But they dodged the bullet, but Bailey Jr. with the offensive rebound.
Bailey 0 for 2 from the line. That was the 19th foul. Free throw up, good.
That's a huge rebound by Eric Daly.
68-60 UCLA. Cherubino out for the Wildcats. Another free throw attempt here for Daly. And it's good.
Cats now have to
UCLA,
go.
Freeney is in. Clayton out for the Cats.
Cats have to go into their hurry-up offense here, down by 9 points.
Just a 5-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Here's Martinelli driving the runner up. Good. Timeout Northwestern with 28.7. The lead cut to 7. 69-62. And Nick Martinelli, 20 points again. Martinelli with his 11th straight game with at least 20 points.
And 6 of them within the last minute.
Yeah. He breaks a tie. I think Quincy Lewis of Minnesota had scored 20 in 10 straight. I think he trails only Luka Garza of Iowa and Zach Edey of Purdue. For the length of those streaks, Garza did it in 20 straight, Edey in 16 straight, 11 straight now for Martinelli. 28.7 to go. Nick, in his career now, 36 20-point games. But at the moment, what matters is the score, 69-62, UCLA, 28.7 showing on the clock. The foul situation, both teams now in the double bonus. Justin Mullins in for the Wildcats for the first time in this game, along with the West, Cherubino, Clayton, and Martinelli.
Yeah, Mullins in for his defensive prowess. Cats trying to make something happen here in the remaining 28.7 seconds.
Dent to inbound. Dent looking, still looking. Got it in a parry, is trapped along the baseline. And then a foul is going to be called, I think, on Cherubino, yes.
Yeah, it could have been a hook there on Trent Perry getting out of the double team.
So 2 shots here for Perry at the other end. 24.7 showing on the clock. UCLA up by 7. Perry at the line today, 4 for 5. The sophomore from West Covina, California, knocks down the first free throw. 70-62. Mullins out, Cherubino out for the Wildcats. We've got Green, Crop, Clayton, Martinelli, and West. Second free throw attempt on the way. That one's good. 24.7 to go, 71-62, 9-point UCLA lead. West to the basket. Layup good. Timeout Northwestern with 19.7. This will be their last timeout.
UCLA deciding not to foul as the clock is in their favor right now. And the Cats getting down hurt early to score. But now they're going to have to play some super defense here to make the Bruins cough the ball up.
Jake West, 6 points, 3 assists in 29 minutes of action today. The Wildcats shooting 38% for the game to UCLA's 49%, but those numbers have narrowed a bit from what they were earlier. The rebounding slight edge to UCLA. But the Cats trying to hang in there. Take it down to the wire here. This is something they've done before. And after this, we will head to LAX for the plane home. What are we going to lose here, Billy? About 66 degrees in temperature.
I'm trying not to think about it, Dave, right now. I'm thinking about the Cats getting red hot here down the stretch, shooting 38% for the game. As you talked about, getting to the line 20 times a day I think they've just had some breakdowns in the first half that just in here in the second half with a small scoring drought, which prevented them from coming back and taking the lead against this tough UCLA team.
Well, the shot that really looms large in this game down the stretch here has been that three-pointer by Brown.
Yes, left corner right in front of the UCLA bench.
Yeah, their Cats were within 6 at the time as Dent inbounds the ball, and Perry having trouble again. And a timeout. UCLA with 15.9. They have one timeout remaining. We have 15.9 on the clock, 71-64. Cats playing defense here, trying to force a turnover. But yeah, that three-pointer, Cats had cut it to 6, 2.5 minutes left, and Brown left alone in the left corner, made the three.
And again, Dave, we talked about earlier about defending the three-point line and the fact that UCLA is shooting about 38% from behind the arc this season, and that certainly has hurt the Cats here this afternoon. UCLA shooting 44% on the game from behind the three.
Perry and Bilodeau each with 18 for UCLA. Dent will inbound, 15.9 on the clock. Inbound in the backcourt. Right sideline into Perry. And Perry almost lost it on the dribble. And he turns it over. He stepped on the end line.
Got away with the carry, and the Cats did a great job of channeling him back down the sideline towards the baseline. A big mistake there by Perry, one of the few that he's made, but Cats still have a long ways to go with 12 seconds left.
Down 71-64, 12 seconds on the clock. Here's Jamerson back in to guard the inbounds pass. 10th turnover by UCLA. West to trigger. Crop, Green, Martinelli, and Clayton. The other four out there for the Cats. And West looking. Gets it to Martinelli. 10-9. Sends it out to Clayton. He'll put up a three. Air ball out of bounds. UCLA ball. Pretty much a desperation shot there.
Yeah.
They collapsed on Martinelli. And
I think it's Teddy Pendergrass saying many years ago, turn off the lights.
4 seconds to go.
Yeah, Cats with a valiant effort down the stretch here, but just couldn't. The big three by Brown really hurt their comeback.
We're going to talk to Coach Collins here when this game ends, which will be right now as UCLA inbounds the ball. That's the ball game. 71-64, the Bruins win it. The Wildcats battled back from 16 down. They cut it down to 6 points, kept it in single digits, gave themselves a chance, but not what they came here for. And it's 71-64. UCLA stays unbeaten at home. The Wildcats now will head back to play their next 2 games at home. We're going to visit with head coach Chris Collins here in just a moment for his post-game interview. Wildcats led in scoring here by Nick Martinelli. 20 points. And here comes the coach, brought to you by Northwestern Medicine on the relentless pursuit for better health care. Coach, guys dug yourselves a hole. It's really early second half because they got up by 16, but you kept kind of digging away there. But overall, you go back to that first half, you look at the shots they got, especially for Bilodeau.
Yeah, we didn't defend very well in the first half, and we probably had a wrong we switched our coverage at halftime. And I think he only had 2 in the second half. So I'll take responsibility for that. Probably bad game planning on those pick and rolls. And he got going early. I didn't think we defended very well off the dribble either in the first half. I thought Dent was getting into the paint. Perry was getting into the paint. They scored 41. And second half, they ended up with 30 on the second half. But, 4 or 6 of those are free throws at the end. So we kind of had them in the 20s, which was more like it. And